Here. Today I'm talking about lean manufacturing. I'm from this Master in Engineering Technology Management. So today is my pleasure to show you more about lean. What is lean and what is the purpose of lean and how this lean manufacturing help in Vietnam industry. First of all, there is a few reference book which is very useful. Example, lean manufacturing tools. From here, you can know what is the techniques of the lean, how to use this lean manufacturing. And there's another book called Lean Thinking, where this is thinking for management, how to execute the lean in a company, and how to improve the productivity through lean. Another is a lean production simplified, how to simplify the lean through innovation productivity, and how to reduce the waste. And this one is most powerful production system in production lean manufacturing. This is a textbook where we'll cover for the lean, as I mentioned just now. Okay, now I'm talking about the background. Nowadays, in Vietnam, based on latest statistics, show that 2017, January 2017, there is an improvement for the GDP in Vietnam manufacturing from year 2016 to early of 2017. You can see that there is a maximum up to 500,000 Vietnam dong. 500,000 billion Vietnam dong has been achieved for the past few months. And this shows that statistics has been improved according to manufacturing research. This another statistics show that there is an increase of a production or manufacturing line in Vietnam, where increase up to 42%. Okay, based on latest news, show that BMI view Vietnam GDP to continue to grow for the next few months and next few years. So you can see that the growth has been keep increasing nowadays. Okay, Vietnam economic growth in last year was mostly driven by manufacturing line and construction sector, which is about 11.6% and 10% respectively. This one shows that manufacturing line in Vietnam sector still remain strong and robust and continue to benefit from increasing for the next few months due to gain share from China. Okay, today we are focused more on lean manufacturing and on lean manufacturing. How this lean help to improve the waste or reduce the waste and deliver on time, yet to have a high quality. Okay, here you can see there's a tools for the lean. Firstly, you can see is Kaizen. Kaizen means it's a continuous improvement where you can improve the productivity and how to enhance the profitability. 5S, stability, and JIT, just in time, where you can deliver something just in time. You are not out of schedule or long delivery lead time. All this is tools to use in lean manufacturing. Okay, from here, we know that manufacturing line has been improved. So we need to know how to improve the manufacturing line here in Vietnam. Okay, nowadays, if you can see, start from June 2017, you can see a lot of exhibition, a lot of this industrial show to show that for support manufacturing line. For example, Vietnam Industrial and Manufacturing Fair, which is 7 to 9 June. Industrial automation, 3D printing. All this will be the new technology in Vietnam for the new few months or new few years. So from here, you can see technology changing and manufacturing line is improving. Next, you can see the Vietnam Manufacturing Expo 2017. This is also to show that there is a strong demand of the mold making industry and plastic industry for manufacturing line. MTA Vietnam, which is very well known for this Vietnam manufacturing industry, for all kinds of machinery or precision engineering. Another is conventional exhibition for this high-tech or robotics. Vietnam Robotics Day, June again. Metalworking, this one is another show to show that strong demand and strong grow up in manufacturing line in Vietnam for the next few months. This is one of the support from the exhibition, example VME, Viet Metal, and industrial automation. So this one shows that a lot happening, and we need to know what is happening now in Vietnam manufacturing line. You can see now there is a robot arm job handling for the example. This one is the manufacturing line for the food industry, where they replace the labor to robotics unmanned, where they can use the robot arm to do the job which is more precisely and reduce the waste. This is another kind of automation to eliminate the waste and enhance the productivity. This one also shows that automation improve productivity is a fact for the next few months, because a lot of new technology has been improved to replace the so-called low productivity. Here we're talking about how to improve manufacturing line in Vietnam. For example, you can see the shoemaker in Vietnam, Adidas, Nike, nowadays still using the human to do the shoe or to do manufacturing the shoes. Sometimes the shoe may have a rework or reject rate. So how to improve this rework or reject rate is there is a lean manufacturing will guide on this. This is another line for this electronics industry, where you can see operator has been lined up into a proper manner so that they can follow certain process in a shorter lead time and enhance the productivity. Okay, this is also industry for machinery line. And this one is assembly for Piaggio motorbike in Vietnam. So all this require lean to reduce the waste and improve the profitability. And you can see a lot of workers over here still using the labor. As you know, human making sure have an error. How to minimize error, the lean will guide into more details. Nowadays we're talking about rework. Rework means something we do and cannot achieve the quality or expectation, we need to redo or rework. Rework means something we have to do double work to make the thing done correctly. So this will involve the time, involve the cost, and involve the labor cost. Indirectly, this will cause the total cost will increase due to rework. Okay, so these are talking about the money, talking about the quality and time. All this, if you do rework, all this will be lost at the disadvantage side. So we need to think how to improve on this in manufacturing line. Now we're talking about waste. Lean manufacturing means that reduce the waste or eliminate the waste. The waste can be categorized into many criteria. Example, overproduction. When we do something, when we try to make the mass production, the quantity is too much of the production will cause the additional inventory cost and additional material cost and additional labor cost. All this is a waste in operation. Waiting time also is a waste because, example, there's two person working here. One person is either due to another process is not yet done. So it's a waste for waiting time. So how to improve this? Lean manufacturing will tell you in details about the improvement. Another is a talent, skilled worker. Are we still rely on the conventional skilled worker, or we have to rely on the machine technology or new technology management to manage the machinery or process in order to have a better, consistent performance? So lean is a systematic approach to identify and eliminate all form of waste from the value stream. Okay, example, movement. Movement also is a waste. If group technology is not implemented, when you move from point A to point B, will take a lot of challenge instead of take a long distance path, and this will cause the additional cost due to movement. Defect, when we do something, injection molding, example, the job is not according to customer expectation, and this is defect. Defect means loss, means the additional cost to contribute to the profit. So defect have to reduce. Example, you can see this operation, sewing machine. Should manufacturing line improve, or should still use back the labor to do this kind of job, to maintain the high quality, to maintain the on-time delivery, or reduce the reject rate. In the past, this kind of job you require skilled worker, because not only the machine, skilled worker itself also contribute to the high quality of output. Now we're talking how to control the waste or reject rate. We have to control the waste through good quality control, and we have to achieve high customer expectation with good quality. For example, recently in automotive news, Takata airbags, there's a defect where will cause a lot of safety issue. Defect found in Takata airbags for all kinds of Japanese car or Euro cars. So Takata company, they recall a lot of airbags, and airbags, they have a lawsuit for this because of cost a lot of loss of life. So this is show you how significant important for this lean manufacturing in product making. For example, this Takata airbag, where you can see there is a malfunction and cause improper safety. So lean manufacturing will contribute to safety to the consumer, and we can build a trust level for customer and show the reliability for the end user product. This is to show you the example of the airbag defect. Okay, this one is show you that the airbag caused a lot of safety issue and had to recall and cost a lot of money, and have to do some research and rework again. Recent defect found in Takata airbag result in the biggest automotive recall in history for last year. So this recall cost a lot of money, billions of dollars. Okay, again, this recall will last until the end of 2019 and take until 2020 to resolve this issue. So now, how to solve this without lean manufacturing? How lean manufacturing will help? If a company without lean, they will cause a lot of problem for defect and waste and money. So company will lose money and don't have the profit in the long term. So example, Takata airbag have to pay $1 billion in US dollar to do some settlement for the lawsuit. All this is overlooked for the quality, overlooked for the safety to the consumer. So we have to ensure the products can meet customer needs and expectation with zero defect and at the minimum as possible. Okay, now we're talking about the lean manufacturing. Just now, just as a briefing and talking about the background for the recently news and what is happening in Vietnam. So lean manufacturing, we have to work ahead and implement it, execute it to reduce this kind of risk and improve the portability and reduce the waste. Okay, lean manufacturing, talking about the waste, talking about the system, talking about the tools, about the principle, how to improve the existing process and continuous improvement. Not only this, with the lean manufacturing, you can improve efficiency, have a better competitive position in the market, and improve or increase the profitability for business. This is one of the example lean factory in Vietnam, where the system is very systematic, and you can see the process, they all label with the proper labeling, operation 4, operation 5, operation 6. They go into a flow manner. So they are not lost in movement, they are not lost in time, they are very efficiency, and they can improve the productivity. So lean manufacturing talking about stop wasting or zero waste. Reduce the waste and minimize the waste as low as possible. Now we're talking about the example. University, Ho Chi Minh University of Technology, they invent an automatic vending machine. This automation, one kind of automation where this auto vending machine for bánh mì, for phở, and for milk tea. You can see this is new, and this one will enhance the productivity, meanwhile reduce the cost, because you no longer using the conventional type, using the restaurant. If you want to eat phở, you just go to the vending machine, just buy the phở itself, and very convenient. So all this is innovation, and talking about the improvement, continuous improvement for the current situation, and improve the productivity. Okay, lean manufacturing again is a waste reduction and create a value added point to the organization, and enhance customer expectation and value, integrate the supply chain. So all this will be contribute to a lean design, process control, and synchronize all the process into one, centralize the process. So all this is a contribute to the lean, where lean will play a main role on this. Lean cannot work itself alone. Lean need a group of people. Lean need to have support from management, all kind of department, so that lean can move forward. And empowerment of the staff, very important to make lean management, lean manufacturing successful. Successful lean implementation through strategy, selection, through support from management, and execution like Kaizen, continuous improvement. Lean Six Sigma, this one is another way, is a tool for the lean, where you can define, you can analyze, you can measure, you can improve, and you can control. So lean is a closed loop where you can do all in a one shot. You can define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Define what is a problem now. For the problem can be measurable. What is the root cause of problem? Why there's a problem? Why is the cause of problem? How's the effect of problem? And you analyze. How you analyze? Through system, through tools, software, or through experience, and improve from the defect, and finally you control the quality. All this is talking about the lean in Six Sigma. Waste will cause a total time to the manufacturing line. Total time means defect, means overproduction, means waiting time, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. All this is a waste in manufacturing line. Defect, when we design a product very difficult to make in molding, and this will cause a defect. Example, the sharp edges, and then some warp edges, seam mark, flashes, overpacking, and this product will cause reject. Reject means you have to throw away the product, and this is a waste. Overproduction, we produce the goods, it's not according to the quantity that we want. We overproduction. Example, customer only require 1 million of the parts, but we're making more than 1 million. 1,500,000 quantity. Additional 500 will cause overproduction. Not only this, you will cause additional material costs, additional overtime for worker, additional inventory costs to keep the goods, and additional packing costs. Entirely, this will cause the waste for company. Waiting time. process is not fully optimized, the job is not according to the flow, so process have to wait for another process. This will be the waiting time and it's not efficient at all. Okay, non-utilized talent. In a company, let's say design department, they hire 5 designers. However, some designer not able to use of the CAD/CAM skill to design or do machining job. They are not utilized talent. Transportation. Transportation, example, a lot of customers in Vietnam, for the foreign company, example, Japan company, they set up the company here. One reason is due to eliminate the transportation cost. It's due to end user customer still located in nearby Vietnam instead of other countries such as China, Malaysia, or other country. So this will reduce the transportation cost. Eventually talking about the MRP, talking about the ERP, talking about the goods, how you storage in the warehouse. Eventually, indirectly is a cost. So in the ideal case, eventually should reduce as low as possible. Motion means a movement of the product, whether the worker is work in a proper flow manner or they go into a long distance just to do the same thing. So this I'm talking about the group technology where everything can be in compact and more details can be discussed. Extra processing. You do something which is not required and extra processing to customer. So this will contribute to additional waste. Again, these are the 7 ways as I mentioned to you. Okay, so there is motion, overproduction, talking about inventory, okay, and waiting, all is considered of the waste. So now we have to understand how important is the lean, how lean will help to contribute to enterprise or company. Okay, firstly, we need to get the things right. Get the right things, get the right quality, get the right place, and get the right time and quantity. This will have a good lean, will lead the company achieve a high profit and more competitive position. Here show you about the principle of lean is to improve the product, value added to the customer, and reduce the overall time to market, improve the workflow of the goods, and achieve perfection, reduce reject rate, enhance the productivity. So all of this implementation require review of all production process. We need to review through all kind of department to eliminate any non-value added process or step or service. Example, there is a lean process monitoring. You can see this screen, they can monitor few process in one shot. There is in the market a lot of software can be done for monitoring or scheduling software, where you can monitor few machines together, or you can monitor few process together in a one summary page, and you can enhance for monitoring and scheduling for the job. So lean means minimize or eliminate the excess waste. So what is the benefit? You can reduce the waste, improve allocation for time and resources, and improve productivity, improve quality, and improve the customer service. So this is a lean tool talking about 5S, continuous flow, level scheduling, automation, just in time, Kaizen, Pokayoki, value stream mapping, KPI, visual management, Kanban, etc. All of this is a lean tools to enhance the productivity. Example, Kaizen. In Japan word means to make better or improvement through plan, do, check, act. Planning for the problem. After you plan, you do, execute the problem, solve the problem. After you solve, you check again, this problem is solved or not. After checking, then you act, confirm again. So it's a continuous improvement process. So it's a plan, do, check, act for Kaizen. It's a continuous improvement tools for lean manufacturing. Kaizen means change. Zen means improvement. So this is an improvement of change. Continuous improvement. Again, PDCA, plan, do, check, act, is a tools where you can plan, create a process improvement plan. You can execute the process and improve, and you can inspect the feedback whether it's correct or not. After that, you can integrate the process into an improvement plan. Another tool is a 5S, means Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Sekesu, Seisuke. All this is about improve the waste from the workplace. Example, sort. You sort something which is not useful, please sort out and improve from this. Set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. All this is the continuous improvement tools. So we're talking about the 5S. One of the manufacturing, one S is the safety. Okay, you can standardize, sort, set in order, shine, and improve. Another is just in time. Mean you make something just in time. You are not keep in inventory. You are not overproduction. So all is about the reduce the inventory just in time. Customer say, I want to have a machine within 3 months. You can do just in time, 3 months. Not so fast and not so long. If you make the machine, customer say 3 months, you submit by 2 months, which means due to capacity of the worker. If we have to work within 2 months, which means worker have to work overtime. Overtime means additional cost. So all this we have to consider for just in time. Okay, DFM, design for manufacturing. DFM means you design something and must be able to manufacture. Example, you design a product. After you design, you can make a prototype. After a prototype, you want to test functionality is okay or not okay. Then you go for production for actual tooling. For production, after that, you go for assembly line, whether the part can be assembled. Finally, you distribute to customer. So it's a design for manufacturing, very important to make the product success. One example design for manufacturing is car bumper, or one of the plastic product over here, where you have to use simulation tools like Model 3D, just to simulate this plastic product have any defect or this product have any functionality fitting issue before go for actual production. Okay, now to show you why it's a successful story for lean manufacturing here. Example, Samsung mobile phone. Samsung Electronics introduced Model 3D as a standard CAE tools. What is this about is they use CAE tool to evaluate the design before go for actual production. So they can predict the problem in advance before any reject rate happen. So this will reduce the production cost and improve the portability through using the software simulation. So this software can predict the short region to reduce the reject rate. If designer stage already found this problem, they can solve this through product design and continuous improvement, Kaizen, and change the design accordingly before any reject rate happen. Example, Udo Wanko. Udo well known for the hot runner system, where again Model 3D software can help to design or verify and provide optimized result in the mold development. So it's talking about the hot runner system simulation to show the confidence level and to show the high quality of product performance. DFM, Design for Manufacturing, Cimatron is one of the software, CAD/CAM software, where you can design the product. So you can do manufacturing, you can do machining, you can do mold design, die design, all will be one total solution. So this one is about design for manufacturing line. So example, this is a mold design. These are tools, Cimatron tool help to die maker maintain high quality, yet to reduce the scrap rate through simulation, through design, and through some know-how, knowledge inside the software. So this indirectly will shorten the delivery time and cutting the cost. This one is one of the examples for the die design, where you can see die design, they optimize the space, optimize the result, and reduce the waste without these simulation tools. So in the old days, they have to use experience. However, nowadays, experienced worker difficult to find. So with the existing design, using the software will help you to enhance the manufacturing, to reduce the scrap, to reduce the waste through DFM. So they will through organized, nicely arrangement to reduce the waste for stamping or die design mold. This is another example of the simulation where before go for actual machining, they do two-path simulation. From here, you can see any error will happen, any additional undesired process is there, so that they can eliminate in the early stage. Okay, Lean, we need about leadership of the company. We need support from management, and we need to communicate with all levels of staff. And empowerment, we need to execute all the tooling, all the documentation, and work as a team. So Lean is about to solve the problem through exposing all kinds of issues. Okay, key principle of Lean: observe work as an activity, and systematically waste elimination, high agreement, know-how, and problem solving. So all this about reduce defect, reduce manufacturing lead time, reduce cycle time, enhance productivity, utilize equipment and space, and improve the output of the company. So implication will be improve customer expectation, yet reduce the waste. Finally, goal is to eliminate the waste from the process. Company will benefit from Lean. Why will we benefit? They will improve the productivity, reduce the waste, and high profitability, so that they can be more competitive advantage in the industry. So Lean concept about value. You need to have some value added to customer, so that customer willing to pay. Value stream, so you can know how to deliver the value to customer. Flow, you can organize the value stream to continuously improvement. Push and perfection, to make and continuous improvement the process. So these are about the Lean manufacturing tools. You can thinking, stability, Kaizen, just in time, Pokayoki. So all of this is a tools for the Lean manufacturing. For example, Muda, in Japanese word is waste. So this is one system used in Toyota production system, where they have Muda to reduce the waste. There's a three system to use: Muda, Mura, and Muri. So from here you can see all kinds of ways how to be reduced and improved. Muda is a non-value adding activity, is a waste. Muda. Muri is an overburden, is over design, it's not necessary, it's a waste. Mura, imbalance, irregular, so also is a waste. So this is a summary about the waste. Muda, there's a 7 waste as I mentioned. Mura is an overburden, and over evenness for Muri. So these are 7 ways about transport, movement, waiting, over-processing, defect, inventory, and overproduction. All these is a waste and should not see in production line. Again, these are about 7 ways. Okay, overproduction, we need to produce something more than what is needed. Is it correct? Or we need to produce something which is faster, yet to have a high quality of result. And poor production planning will contribute to the waste for overproduction. So how to solve this? One reason is through a Kanban system. So processing a waste, you can solve through a non-value added machining process or non-value added man processing. Transportation, unnecessary material movement, unnecessary tools, equipment movement, poor route planning, and poor supplier and poor layout. All this talking about transportation. Waiting time. Machine idle or waiting time. Machine is not performed. Machine is not utilized. So this will cause the waiting time and cause unsynchronized process. Finally, waiting time will cause overstaffing. We recruit some staff which is not perform the job, and this will cause the loss for company. Inventory, assess process the inventory. WIP means work in process. It's too much of the inventory, which is not good, because you need to keep the raw material, you need to keep the suppliers, you need to have more paperwork, you need to have equip more people because inventory, and this causes a lot of problem, cause overproduction, and long lead time. So JIT, just in time, very important to solve this. So inventory, example, you can see this, they keep a lot of part in the store, and this one will cost additional labor cost, additional storage cost, and additional render cost. So how to solve it through make to order process. So motion, unnecessary way or the planning, and disorder, defect of the job or defect due to the material used due to defect or cost unclear for customer specification. All this will cause the defect. Okay, defect and the scrap is the same. Scrap will cause a lot of reject rate. Then we scrap and we need to rework, see whether it can be reworked or not, and it can reduce the capacity or not. All this is about defect. So we try to reduce the defect as much as possible. As a summary, lean manufacturing, you involve a lot of mass production. You need to plan properly to prevent the overproduction. Just in time, flexible, must be commitment, rapid and agile, must be strong, and empowerment to the staff. Again, this is a summary about the lean manufacturing today. So it's talking about competitive advantages and how to control the planning. Okay, this is an example of a company already implemented lean for automotive, for Toyota, Honda, Volvo, Volkswagen. All this, they already implement the lean for their factory to reduce the waste. So today, as a conclusion, we're talking about what is the lean, what is the principle of lean, what is the objective of lean, and what kind of a company benefit, and what's the concept, and what's the tools. So that's all about. Thank you very much.